Hello, yes, my name is Sahil, and we're speaking from Michigan, Lansing. And today I've got a very good friend of mine from New York, Sajid, and he's visiting us. So today we'll be talking about some tips which will be useful for you in your daily life. And before we process with this talk, I'd just like to introduce you to Sajid, and he will introduce himself briefly, and then we'll continue on.
Thank you, Sahil. We are here together and having some good discussion and having some good time over here. And we just thought of this idea, sitting together and discussing few things. And we had a discussion on few things on my personal experience. And Sahil gave me an idea to talk about it. For our personal development, which will certainly help you in your daily life, as it has helped me. So,
well, let's start this discussion then, Sajid. Let's go a bit back to your childhood when you were in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning that your father was a lawyer, very practical, and he used to give you a lot of advice. And especially you were talking of one advice which he gave you, and which is really has been embedded in your life, and you are using it, and it's really helping you in your daily routine. Can you just give the viewers a bit insight about that advice what your father gave you?
Yeah, certainly. My father, he is a great inspiration for me, and he has always, been there for me, although he left us few years back, and no more. But his trainings, his whatever he has taught us, and that is being truly inspiring. One of the things which I was mentioning earlier with Sahil, I told him that he used to say that no, I used to say whenever he used to give me a task or he would tell me, anything, to do. So I would say, no, I can't do it. Maybe a lot of doubts and a lot of fear, these kind of things would come into my mind, and he will say one thing. He will say, this no word should not be in your dictionary. And I used to take it really, as a lighter tone. But then after some time, he keep repeating on that. And then I start, looking at that, and taking it as a practical thing, because I had to face that again and again. I wanted to avoid that. So I kind of, started that practice, and whenever something will come up in my studies and something, maybe in sports or maybe in my daily life, so I would kind of, continue what I'm doing, and never say never, and that has given me a lot of things like flexibility, and I became more flexible to the things, and like I won't have any hesitation, I won't have any anything like you can call building blocks to the path I'm following, and that gave me how to adapt new things and environment and culture, and then it has given me how to improve your willpower. Because the willpower is something, whenever you come up with the challenges, and you come up with different kind of situations where you kind of, feel really laid back and you can't just solve those problems. At that time, it has given me one thing. It has told me that it has given me the courage, just this is possible. Because a lot of positiveness and a lot of the, energies are falling through. And I'm always there, whenever there is a challenge, I will just go in the face of the fear and kind of, became like a go-getter, and that has really helped me out.
Well, that's very good advice. I think saying no is not really, it's sort of a negative form, and a person should be, positive, and anything and everything is achievable if hard work and is put into any kind of situation. That's a very good advice for the viewers, I think. And let's stay on this theme of family and parents. And I mentioned, like, we were talking on the phone the other day, and you were talking about your mother, and you had a very good relationship with your mother, and still have. And you were mentioning that when you were in university and you were talking to your mother, and you were down on a subject or some university matters, and she gave you some advice on never quit. You know, always, you know, get the job done. Can you put some insight into that and let our viewers into that theme what your mother mentioned?
So I was telling you, like, things, leaving things undone and incomplete. That's what she noticed, and she analyzed that he's, up to many things, but he's not completing things. Maybe any task given, or maybe any assignment given in, home, or maybe in, my education. So I'm starting things, but I'm not completing things. So at that time, she told me, she gave me a big lesson in my life, and she said, you have to be consistent, and consistency is something, which will help you in any matter of your life, either if it is educational or if it is, in professional life. So I took that advice, and that was the biggest problem of mine, that I can start things, being a very ambitious person, but still a lot of things are lacking, and one of the things is I will lose my energy at some point, and there are some hindrances, or there are some problems out there. I'm not ready to face that, and at that time I will kind of lay back and go back, and these things would stop me all the time. And she just simply told me one thing, and she told me that you are not completing things, number one. And to overcome that, you have to be consistent. And if you are consistent and you complete what you are doing, and that will give you more success. And certainly it has until now, till date. I would say, in any matter of my life, either if it is educational or professional, okay, and in my family matters, or my ambitious, ambition to entrepreneurial skills. So whenever I have these kind of situations, I will just remind myself that lesson, which is being so consistent. And I think that has helped me, and that will certainly help a lot of people.
Great advice. I mean, never leave anything in between. You start something, finish it. And that will get you to that end result what you started off with. So great 2 tips. Let me, because you're a professional person, and you have been working on various kind of roles and very kind of projects. So if I ask you for one tip from you, what would you give our viewers?
Certainly I can, what my personal opinion is, what my personal research and awareness says. I believe this is very practical, which I'm going to share. Everybody, maybe most of the people, they talk about Einstein, and Einstein was a genius, but he himself said, everybody called me a genius, but they don't know how much hard work I'm doing. And the matter of the fact is, in our daily life, everybody will tell that person is maybe Mark Zuckerberg, he's a genius, maybe Steve Jobs, he's a genius. But we have to, if we go through with their life, we come to know that they, if we call them genius or intelligent or very talented, I often heard them saying, and I also read Steve Jobs' book. So the lesson I learned, and also my practical experience, which I came up to, I figured that you have to be a really hardworking person. So if you are not a genius, and that's fine, and if you are not an intelligent person, that's even that's fine too. But you still have an option to be a hard worker. And if you are a hard worker, you can beat the talent. And the hard-working person, maybe some people, they would require 1 hour for a certain task, and you might be a person you would require 2 hours. But at the end of the day, you would have the job done, and you can still finish that. And I believe hard work is key to any profession and any activity in your life, and that will certainly help you out whenever you use this hard work as a key strategy. And I believe everybody should do that, and should have believe on that. The things can be done, and with the hard work, doesn't matter how long it's going to take, but after some time you might be spending as the same amount of time which a genius or which a talented person is spending.
Well, thank you very much. There you go, folks. So the tips for today: never say no, never leave anything in between, complete it, and hard work and hard work will get you there. Thank you very much, Sajid.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure too.
Thank you.